Hey,
Oh,
hola.
howdy hoes. Hi,
Howdy
guys. Howdy
ho.
ho bags.
¿Cómo están? ¿Cómo estás tú, mija?
Moi? I'm okay, I guess.
You all right?
Yeah,
During seasonal depression?
exactly. Yeah, it's weird. Dorina mentioned how like the month, like right after Halloween, November, December are just like Twilight Zone. Like you go to places and like you don't know what day it is, what time it is. Like if your schedule fluctuates a lot, it's just weird.
Yeah,
So,
it
but
is
we're here. We're out here,
strange.
and
But
then
we're all here.
we're all here, guys. Thanks for joining us.
We're all here.
Yes.
To quote Han Solo, how are you? Shout out to King Sports Gal, Sam, and Sexy Ender. Salty Brennan is here to be salty about the status quo of a disgusting society.
Nice.
I love that. Eddie, Rich, hey y'all.
Hello.
And anybody who's starting to join, thanks for being here as we try to be here most Fridays until the end of the year. And we are not YouTubers, we're not influencers, we're not any of the things. We're just two hosts that like horror. And sometimes, actually, more than usual, we've been hanging out a lot this year, which I'm very happy about. April's reasons for hanging out with me more this year are not as great, but at least you're happy about hanging
I
out
am
with me.
so happy to have gotten closer and developed a deeper relationship with Dorina, and she's helped me so much this year.
What have
so
I
she's
helped you at?
What haven't you helped me at?
You know what I feel like I've helped you at?
What?
For you feeling more good for her about your own life.
Oh hell yeah!
That's what I think.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah. So tell the people, tell the Hobag community why we ended up talking about this. Why we chose good for her movies to talk about today.
I feel like maybe I mentioned this before, but I went through kind of a rough relationship um, breakup this year, which not only was it was someone that was a longtime friend, and then also then became someone that I dated for a year, and it just things developed into. I found out stuff that I didn't like, and it just kind of went to shit, and it was just rough to kind of like let that go and realize who that person was. So I had to like step into my own, and you know, Dorina again helped me a lot with being like, no, like good for you, like this is who you are, and let's move forward. And then yeah, and we just started talking about movies like Midsummer. Like Midsummer is very reminiscent of, like it reminds me a lot of me and that relationship. And then what other movie, like it just a ton of other, you know, that just spirals into a ton of other movies that are also good for her movies, where you're just like, there's a female that's kind of been, you know, shit on for whatever reason.
By either men or society.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then they kind of get, you know, they get back at them somehow.
Yeah.
And
some might say they get back at them in possibly violent or excessive ways, but that's the point of movies.
And
right? Because we might not do that in real life, but we do like watching fictional characters
like,
do that.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
Yeah. That's how we express all the catharsis that we need to go through these necessary therapeutic moments.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
And that's why films are so important, right? Because you could I could have watched this movie, well, when did it come out? 2019? And I loved it, but I didn't feel, now I watch it through different eyes, right? So it depends on what you're going through. Some movies will hit you different in different periods of your life.
Yeah.
As well.
Definitely. And I mean, you know, somebody defined good for her movies as they're usually about a woman reclaiming her power, her agency, or revenge, right? In a way that feels cathartic and even morally messy, right? And that's, again, why we love art. Art is supposed to be morally messy. It's supposed to help us analyze the human condition, right? And so it says these films resonate because they take something culturally taboo. What are things that are culturally taboo when it comes to women? Women's anger, women's pain, women's refusal to comply, right? And so these movies are very cathartic because society usually punishes any woman that is outspoken, and you know, society wants to silence women. And so I feel like something that I really enjoy about these movies is watching the rage that these women feel finally be expressed, because their rage has been basically, suppressed this whole time. And I mean, Carrie's a perfect example. Like, we'll talk about all of these different movies where you see this happen. But something in the definition says these characters stop contorting themselves into what others want, but they choose themselves even in monstrous ways, right? And so I fucking love movies like this. Like, this is probably one of my favorite genres, and I know that, and I wrote up a list of a bunch of movies. Like, we can talk about them. For obviously, Midsummer, Carrie, Possession, Miss 45, Revenge, The Witch, Jennifer's Body. Like, there's a shit ton. So we would love to know what you guys like, what you guys think is a good for her movie. But a lot of people get uncomfortable with these movies because they're so morally ambiguous. But that's the point of horror, and that's why we love sci-fi and horror, because this is where it's at. And to, as being a woman and having been repressed by society for so many years, watching movies like this is so fucking therapeutic and cathartic. So we love these movies.
Yes, we do.
All right, so really quick. By the way, thank you, King Sports Scout. He says he loves my hair. That's very nice. But Sam says, honestly, April might have finally come up with the perfect group name, Howdy Hos. It can be an Exorcist reference.
Yes, exactly. That's perfect. I like that, Sam. Thank you.
Howdy Hos. I was thinking about Mr. Hanky, but that's a very good point, Sam.
I was also thinking Horror Homies would be funny, because I was going to say I was going to call her my horror homie right now.
That's right. Yes.
You guys are our horror homies as well.
Totally. This community is. What does Eddie say? One of the best movies explore the desires to break free. Totally, Eddie. Like, these movies are totally about freedom, right? And so and you don't have to relate to these movies just, if you're a woman. You can relate to these movies if you're a man too, right? Like, it doesn't matter how you identify. You're seeing a character that's been repressed actually free themselves, right? And so however fucked up that, it actually... that freedom, or however fucked up the means were to get to that freedom, right? And so it is totally about freedom. We love these movies, so we should start with Midsummer, because
absolutely. Also, check out her shirt.
Hell yeah,
she got Rockin' Danny.
Yeah, all hail the main queen.
Yes, Ari Aster's best.
We in this house of horror love Ari Aster. April doesn't love all his movies. I do. I think Ari Aster and I share the same fucked up brain, and every movie he's made, I obsess over. And I know a lot of people aren't huge fans of Beau is Afraid, but I still really enjoyed it. Didn't like it as much as Midsummer or Hereditary, but I still really enjoyed it. I loved Eddington this year. It's one of my favorites of the year. But Midsummer is my favorite. And I feel like there's several people that hate that movie. And I'm curious why.
I feel like some people maybe just didn't understand it.
That's what I think. But then people are like, you're just a snob. I'm like, yes, I am. But I still don't think you understood it.
Exactly. Yeah. And I think out of all his movies, well, Hereditary, but Beau is Afraid was kind of confusing and a little bit deeper. You had to kind of, and it was long. You guys know how I feel about the long films.
The 3-hour movies.
And I haven't seen Eddington, but I think Midsummer was pretty straightforward, and it's weird that people have, like, some people just didn't get it, I guess.
I think so too. I'm with you. And I feel like, because you can look at Midsummer from so many different angles, because it's not just about one thing, right? Like, you can look at it from, like, a lot of people say it's a cult movie, right? Other people say it's a movie about fucked up relationships, right? So I think there's all these different elements that are true in it.
Yeah, you can absolutely, yeah, it could be all those things.
Yes.
And Ari Aster has actually said it's more of a comedy. Like,
right.
So
and
you could see it that way too,
I found myself in the theater being one of the few people that was laughing.
Right, yes, yeah.
So
absolutely.
Which was fucking weird, because I'm like, I'm alone in this, but
I think it's all those things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and the whole point is Danny, played by Florence Pugh, which I think it'll honestly be my favorite performance she's ever done. I think she's an excellent actress, but that specific performance just I really resonated with, because she is, her life is already a fucking mess, right? Like, she has a terrible zero support from her family, right? Like, she's the one that's kind of trying to, like, black sheep of the family that's basically taking care of them, because they all sound fucking crazy, right? She has this douchebag of a boyfriend that you immediately hate, right? You immediately think that her boyfriend and the group of friends that they're with, you're like, these people suck.
Yeah.
Like, and like, if you don't think that immediately, I'm not sure what's up with you. But the only dude I liked was the guy that's actually from the Harga.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
That very famously asked Danny, "Does he make you feel held?" Right. I fucking love that line.
Yep.
And I'm not saying the people in the cult, in the Harga cult, are these like great people. They're obviously not. They're obviously very morally, you know, gray to the lower end of possibly bad people. But it is interesting to see Danny's kind of character development in that she never feels held. She never feels emotionally supported by her family, by anybody she lives with or that she's associated with. And then she meets these crazy fucking cult people and they hold her. Like that scene where she is having a fucking anxiety attack and they are breathing and screaming and crying with her. However messed up you think those people are, that's an amazing human, almost animalistic expression that is so necessary.
Absolutely,
That is
yeah.
so repressed in what people would call normal societies
Right.
outside of that cult.
Yeah.
Right? And so at the end you could say, you know, did she really, a lot of people debate if this is a good for her movie, but she literally gets emotional sovereignty for the first time throughout the whole movie, throughout her whole life, at the end of that movie. Like,
Yeah.
she's like, these people are fucked up, but they're holding me. And I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to stay here.
Yeah. But are they fucked up? I don't know.
Well,
I don't think they're that fucked up.
they would be fucked up to normal society, to what people would consider normal
That's
society.
true, I guess. Yeah.
Right.
I always thought it was beautiful how they chose when to die. I mean, it was pretty gnarly.
Yes, I
like when
agree.
if you haven't seen it, there's a spoiler. When the elders, like, there's a couple of people that jump off this cliff, and you know they fall on a rock and they spatter all over the place. But it's like beautiful. Imagine being able to choose your death when you're like, okay, I've run my course, and I mean, I would love to do that. Maybe not jump off a cliff,
Maybe not that way.
but yeah,
Well, and
quietly in my bed with a lot of
but
morphine.
that scene, I remember it's probably the one in the entire movie. It's the one line that the boyfriend says that is actually smart. And that's when he says, you know, when he, because everybody's shocked, right, at seeing these 72-year-olds basically jump to their death by choice, right?
Right.
But he tells Danny, he's like, I mean, in the West, right, in the U.S., we keep our elders in homes until they die. And, like,
Yes.
you know, what's nicer about that?
Yeah.
Right. So that's the one good point he makes the entire movie.
Right, yeah.
But it's true, right? So it's showing, it's like, okay, you know, to the West or to people outside of the cult, the Harga people seem crazy. But to the Harga people, these other people seem crazy.
Yes.
Right. So who's right or wrong? And I think that's the whole point of Ari Aster movies, is that he doesn't show you what's correct or what's moral.
Right.
He just shows you things to think about.
Exactly. Yeah. I think, yeah, that's, I mean, reasons why we love this movie, because there's so many elements in it too, right? Like you said, that, you know, different view on culture and how you live and relationships and possible cults, or, you know, just all of that stuff. So,
Yeah. And so how did you, like, you said that the way you viewed it years ago when it came out is different than the way you view it now? Because
yeah,
of your
relationship.
recent relationship. Like, what do you mean by that?
I guess I just, when I saw it the first time, I was in a relationship, but I was, you know, happy and I was fine. So I just watched it and I appreciated it for what it was, the art that it was and the film that it was. But when I view it now and just the past relationship that I was in, you know, it just kind of hit a little harder because I felt almost like Danny, where I had this person that was in my life that was close to me, but that was not really supporting me in many ways.
Right.
I had lost someone in my life. Danny loses her family in that movie, and he's just kind of all up in himself, and he's not happy either. And he's just complaining to his friends about it and doing it, but still with her.
Right.
For guilt reasons or whatever, and not just being honest with her. And that's, you know, all of those elements were very reminiscent of. So when I watch it now, I'm like, oh man, like I get that feeling that Danny's going through. And, you know, I don't know.
And
That's
Maybe, if you fuck with my girl, you might end up in a bear suit
yeah. You might end up
in flames. Just so you know.
He might have ended up in a bear suit. You never know.
Spoilers. So yeah, I think this movie's brilliant, and we could talk about just this movie for the whole stream, but we'll not because we want to talk about other movies. But I just think there's so many different angles to it, and the biggest thing, like Jimmy's here said it best in the chat. Where is it? The smile in the last scene of Midsummer makes me cheer every fucking time. It's probably, again, like the first time I saw it, as soon as she starts smiling, I was smiling with her.
Totally.
I felt that so hard.
Yeah.
I was like, Ari, you and me.
Yes.
You know what's up.
I remember trying to find, like, Googling right after that movie because I just wanted that screenshot of her smiling, and I could not find it anywhere. It was like, it's such a perfect shot.
So great. And with the music.
And she nails it.
So good. He also says, I think a lot of men hate the movie because they are the kind of men who would end up in the bear.
I think you're correct.
So true. Also, Sam thinks Midsummer is just very slow and people have short attention spans. I'm
one of them. I am definitely a short attention span.
But you were into it.
I was totally into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one. Beau was Afraid, other story. That one is 3 hours long, and that was hard for me.
I really liked it, but I understand why it's so anxiety inducing for people because it's supposed to be like a man's nightmare that you're living through 3 hours, so it gets exhausting.
Right. Yes.
So so I understand that part. But Eddington, I'm curious what you would think because it's not horror. It's it's more of a political, like dark comedy.
I need to just watch it. I know John Waters had some words about it recently.
I'm with him. If you hate Eddington, I hate you. So streamlabs.com/horror hos. If you want to hang out with us most Fridays, we would love your support. You can also Venmo us and let us know what your favorite Good for Her movie is. What do you think a Good for Her movie actually means? We're going to go through our little list, but we'd love to hear from you guys. I do see people mentioning Revenge. I think you're talking about the Coralie Farjat Revenge, and she is the same director as The Substance. Have you seen that?
I have, yeah.
I love that movie.
That was fantastic, yeah.
Great. Excellent.
Yeah, I love that film.
Really, really cool.
And that's why I actually went to go see Substance, is because I liked Revenge so much. And then I love The Substance as well.
Yeah,
that was great.
Oh, we haven't even cheers. Salud.
Oh, shoot. Oh, yeah.
Salud, salud, salud. We don't have a spooky beer today, but we got a delicious IPA, so.
What are we? Horror Happy Hour?
Mm-hmm. Howdy hoes. Matt Donato's here.
Matt,
hey,
hello.
Mijo. He just survived the Five Nights at Freddy's sequel that apparently everybody shat on. And he said that it's the worst movie of the year. And Matt, I believe you, except Predator's the worst movie of the year. But anyways, Matt is talking about another movie we love, Ready or Not. So that movie, not everybody loved it. I did.
I loved it. She's
literally one of my favorite modern final girls.
Absolutely. That end shot with her. Again, another fantastic end shot where she's smoking she's covered in blood in her wedding dress, all fucked up. And it just lights a cigarette. It was so good. You don't see a lot of people smoking anymore in movies, right. So it's just like...
It used to happen a lot in the 80s and 90s, but not anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the thing, Midsummer is more about, a woman reclaiming like her emotional sovereignty and finally feeling held by this cuckoo cult. Because if I was her, I'd be like, I'm going to stay in the cult and fuck you guys too, right? That's what I would do. Of course, if you're in that situation. With Ready or Not, it's a very, for people that are part of the working class, like all of us here, it's very cathartic to watch a girl fuck up a bunch of rich people that are trying to kill her. So, also excellent soundtrack. Samara Weaving is a fucking, amazing scream queen. She's probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite, modern horror girly. And that ending is classic.
So good. And while I do think the movie should have just been left alone and been a standalone film, they have made a sequel, and the trailer just dropped, I think, 2 or 3 days ago. So, the story continues, so we'll see where that goes. I think it'll be fun. I don't know if it'll be as fun as the first one.
Same.
Yeah.
But Cronenberg's in it. apparently.
Yes.
Mr. David Cronenberg is in the movie, so cool.
Excited.
I'm all for it.
that.
I don't think it's gonna be as good as the first one, but
I have to
it'll be fine.
read this comment because Sam said, "Nah, the worst movie of the year is Flight Risk," which I agree with you. My ex made me go see this film, and it was awful, and he liked it. So that should have been
That should have been the deal breaker right there.
the cutoff right there.
That's funny. When shit was hitting the fan, April would kind of text me questions because you all know me. I'm all into witchy stuff, so I love tarot and astrology, numerology, all that stuff. And she kept seeing a bear, like she kept seeing a bear on her beer, or she kept seeing a bear. I forget where else.
Or like a triangle too.
Yeah.
There was one day when I had purchased a beer and it had like a triangle, like I didn't even think anything of it. It was like just like I can't remember what it was, a temple, something like that. Then later in the day, I was with my boyfriend and he had just gotten like a beer can opener,
Right.
And it was like something that you would adhere to like a wall, but it was a bear with his mouth open,
Right.
So you put the beer bottle on that had come in the mail, and then that same night we were watching a show, and there was like again like the pyramid, but it was almost like very midsummery. It was like leafy, and so that happened all in one day. And I remember texting her, and I just it was very weird. It was very strange.
Like,
what does this mean?
I was like, what do you mean? What does it mean? I was like, the fucking like world that Mother Nature and the world are telling you, yo, get out of there. And then fortunately she finally did.
Yes.
All right. So streamlabs.com/horror hose. What is your favorite good for her horror movie? What do you think is an underrated one? We're going to talk about all of the things. I see. So Matt Donato mentioned Ready or Not, which we love. Jimmy says, hot take, the world would be better if we were all like the Harga.
I agree, Jimmy.
I'm with you, man. People were scared of the people in the cult. I'm like, I fuck with them more than most people personally.
Exactly.
So Sam says one other besides what has been said is Pearl for me. So I think the entire X trilogy could be counted as good for her movies.
Oh, absolutely.
With both Maxine and Pearl.
Yes.
So
yeah.
I think that, what does she say? I will not accept the laugh
I do not deserve.
That's right.
And in Maxine, we all love that first well, does she kill him? That ball scene.
Oh, yeah.
That nut crushing scene is amazing.
Yes.
Because she's just like, nope.
That nut crushing scene.
Don't mess with me.
It's so good. And she's clearly, out of all of these characters, you know, Samara Weaving in Ready or Not, her character's name is Grace, I believe. Like, she is mostly like a good person, right? Danny is mostly a good person, but Pearl and Pearl and Maxine are not great people.
Yeah, they're not, but
that's okay. Like, you can still end up rooting for people like that.
Exactly.
It's kind of like people rooting for Walter White in Breaking Bad, you know?
Yeah.
That's
but I mean, what
me of.
turned them into that, you know? It's
right?
like Pearl, you know, she said, you know, she was kind of had like, she was stuck in what was it? It was the Spanish flu that was going on. So it was kind of like a COVID thing. And I mean, I'm sure she was a little mentally ill, but
it's just a little
but,
bit.
Yeah, just
but
a
so
little
was
bit.
her mom,
Max,
right? Like,
yeah.
it's how you grow up. I mean, look at Carrie.
Exactly.
Right? It's that similar.
Yeah.
It's just that Carrie's more of a sympathetic character than Pearl.
Right. I don't know. I felt really bad for Pearl. That last monologue that she gives.
Yeah.
And delivers is I think I cried the first time I saw it because it was just so. I mean, it was just one take too, which was just amazing.
Yeah,
so
she's brilliant.
Yeah,
really.
It was great.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Maxine's just a badass. She's just like, I know what I like, I know what I want, and she goes out and fucking gets it. It's just so fun.
I'm with you on that. All right, let's go through some more, and then we'll look at streamlabs.com/horrorhose, as well as we'll look at the chat. But so we talked about Midsummer. We talked about Ready or Not. The X trilogy for sure. Miss 45, that's one that you like a lot. I like it too, but you mentioned you were going to go see it during Beyond Fest or something.
Yeah, and I missed out on the tickets, but that is, I think, from the 70s, and it's about this nun that gets raped, and then she goes and hunts down the dudes that did it to her, and she goes around in her nun attire and kicks some ass.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, I guess it's similar to Revenge by Coralie Farjad.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Right,
Mhm.
because that's the premise of Revenge.
Yeah.
Is this girl gets fucked up by some dudes and then she fucks them up in a very satisfying manner with a
Yes.
great soundtrack.
Totally.
Probably out of all these movies, I love the Midsummer soundtrack, but the Revenge soundtrack, y'all, if you haven't seen the movie, watch it, but especially re-listen to that soundtrack if you've seen it. It's by Rob, R-O-B, some guy named Rob, and it's fucking awesome soundtrack.
Yes.
Brittany wants to know what your hat says.
Oh, my hat is a buddy of mine. He has like a hot rod like garage, and it's his. He goes by Art Hooligan, so it says support your local Art Hooligan. Go check him out, Art Hooligan on IG.
Art Hooligan with it's what King Sports says. All right, we got also Pearl. We talked about the X trilogy. You guys are also mentioning. Jimmy asked if Kill Bill is a good for her movie. Of course.
Oh, hell yeah! Fuck yeah! Kill Bill is the whole bloody affair. How does that movie, the first one, end? She kills all the 88s, and then she's like, I gotta go get Bill.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second one starts. She's in the car, and she's like, I'm gonna go get those last motherfuckers.
And she does.
And she gets her baby back.
Yeah, great movie. Even if Tarantino copies a lot of people, but it's still a pretty cool movie.
Yes.
Also,
I mean, that's all Tarantino does, and I know what Tarantino said recently about Paul Dano.
Did you see the replies?
Oh yeah,
Like Alec Baldwin and
Yes.
What's his name from Silicon Valley?
Yes,
They're
I've
really
seen
funny.
all of them. They're super funny. Quinn,
It is weird to just go after a random actor.
Yeah, and someone that's actually like good, like, and also listen, Austin Butler is so nice to look at, but you cannot compare Paul Dano and Austin Butler. And I love Quentin. I love his films.
Yeah,
But
Paul Dano's
Austin
an
is-
excellent actor.
exactly.
For sure. Yeah, Austin's all right. He was good as Elvis.
He was great as Elvis.
But that's it. That's it.
But also it'd be funny if Austin would have gotten that role because he would have been like 10.
Right. That's such a random thing.
Get the
he said.
fuck out of here, Quentin.
It's just
I
like
love
your
you,
drunk
Quentin, but
uncle talking nonsense.
You think Quentin's just like old, like too
Yeah, of
old now, and
course.
he's starting to get the old.
He's always said
I
dumb
mean,
shit
he's-
is the thing. Like that's a lot of those dudes have always talked nonsense.
Totally, but I do want to listen to the whole podcast because I want to know. I mean, he said what he said,
Right.
but I want to hear the whole, the whole thing.
So,
I
yeah.
want to know if Bret Easton Ellis said like, "Are you serious? The fuck out of here, Quentin." He was great in that.
Why do I know
Maybe
his
he's
name?
just
Bret
mad.
Easton Ellis. What is he?
He's a writer. He did he wrote American. Oh my God, American Psycho. Is that what it's called?
I mean the screenplay because the
Yeah, no, but he wrote the book.
Okay, word.
Too,
That's
and he has some other stuff.
Okay, cool.
I
I mean I know that.
is that what the
director's a
movie's
lady.
called? Is it American Psycho?
I know
yeah,
the director's
right?
a lady.
Yes,
Let us
which
know
we
in the
love,
chat.
ladies. We're here for ladies.
Let us know in the chat. But yeah, Tarantino's just like a fucking old drunk uncle. That's like a whole lot of those people are. Eddie brought up a good one. Lady Vengeance.
Lady Vengeance,
is
hell
a
yes,
favorite.
that
Fuck
one's
yes, for sure.
fantastic.
Mike says, does Oddity count? If you guys haven't seen
man.
Oddity,
I
it's
haven't
so
seen
good.
it. I haven't
It's
seen
on
it.
Shudder.
I know.
You
I
can
gotta
watch it.
watch it.
It's so good, y'all. I mean, I think it counts, Mike. I think you're right. I don't want to spoil it, but check it out if you haven't. It's on Shudder. It's a fucking awesome movie. It's probably one of my favorites of last year. Not just horror, but movies in general. What else we
Someone
got?
said "Promising Young." I think Sam said "Promising Young Woman,"
Yep.
which yes, absolutely. I didn't love the movie, but yeah, it was yeah. It was all right.
I really like that movie. I liked it more
I
than
wish-
Saltburn.
I wish she would have just killed the dudes. I thought that would have. I mean, I know that wasn't the point, and then it sucked because at the end the guy kills her. Right? Sorry for the spoiler.
Well, she does end up dead, but they all end up fucked over
Right,
too,
yes,
so.
yeah.
So it's just a twist.
Maybe I should rewatch it.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot, but I understand the frustration.
Absolutely.
Of course.
Yeah.
Kevin says Mia and Evil Dead, the remake, 2013.
Hi, Kevin.
That raining blood scene at the end is Chef's
Fuck.
kiss.
Yes,
I
I agree
agree.
with Kevin.
Especially as for both of us that we love the original
Yes,
franchise.
and always skeptical on remakes, and that remake is so good. And that scene, she's just she's just going at it with the freaking chainsaw and just getting doused in blood. I would love to shoot a scene like that.
Yeah.
I think you would too, right?
Yes.
I just want to get
We
drenched
want to
in
be
blood.
killed by Art the Clown and Terrifier 4. Please start a
Best,
campaign.
please.
Yeah, King Sports Gal just confirmed Bret Easton Ellis did American Psycho.
Nice. Thank you. Thank
Yes,
you.
yes. Thank you. And,
And
yes,
yes.
and Mary Herron directed it. Yes. And it is totally weird, Alan Smithy, that way too many dudes idolize Patrick Bateman. It's not good because he's literally like
He's
his character. Like I love that movie. That's such a good movie, and I'm so glad it was directed by a woman because otherwise we would have gotten a different movie. But that is literally like how I saw Wall Street as a kid. So when I saw that in film,
yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, like and so that's why I've never understood anybody that like defends billionaires because I'm like billionaires are American Psycho.
Right, yeah.
That's literally what it is. And
that's a kind of a comedy. Talking about
Dark
comedy
comedies.
movies. Yeah, dark comedies.
for sure. All right, let's go through more of the list and then we'll play a little game. But let us know, streamlabs.com/horrorhos. Has anybody donated? Nobody's been able to because we're poor right now for seasonal depression. Nobody's donated on Streamlabs. It's very sad, but that's okay. We're just happy y'all are here. All right, we talked about Revenge. I want to talk about Possession
Go for it.
because this is a movie that a lot of people think is fucking weird. And y'all know which one I'm talking about. Isabella Adjani and Sam Neill. Both hotties, but except in this movie, Sam Neill is not hot because he's a shitty husband. And it's basically like a really fucked up divorce movie, right? And the reason that this movie gets memed a lot is because there's that famous scene in the subway where Isabel's character is literally getting possessed and she's going on a trip that I think, at least for me, and I think maybe for you, resonates with a woman, woman's rage being repressed and finally coming out, right? And so there's a lot of weird shit in this movie, right? Like the erotic scene with the fucking weird monster. Like there's I really like this movie, but it's not for everybody. Yes, as Alan says, the milk carton, but I feel like it really resonates with so many people, especially women, because she is living in this society where she's supposed to be the 80s, 70s housewife, right? And she is so unhappy in this marriage. The husband sucks. Like, even if my husband looked like Sam Neill and he was like that, I'd leave immediately, right? And so I just feel like there's a, it's like another version of what Eddie was talking about in the chat. Like, she is freeing herself from her unhappiness and this subjugation from society to be a specific type of wife and a specific type of woman, right? Like, we do live in a society where women are expected to just be wives and mothers and nothing else, right? And so I just find that movie very cathartic to watch. And I also like that, I don't know if you remember, but Isabella Gianni plays another character in the movie that is basically the girl that is kind of being nicer to Sam Neill's character, right? And so she's playing the version of what a lot of men would want women to be like, more subdued, more like, oh, honey, like, you're so funny. You know what I mean? Like that type of shit. So I just think it's great. I fucking love that movie so much. What else, Mika?
I feel like every woman has had that urge to kind of just go milk carton in a subway scene. We've all felt that.
We've all been there
at some point in our lives.
That.
We're just like,
for sure.
Maybe we should reenact that.
I know. Eddie says it's so heartbreaking. It is.
It is, yeah.
But it is great. What's next on the list? So Possession, Revenge, The Witch. Do you feel like that's a good for her movie?
I wouldn't categorize The Witch as that.
I feel like the ending is, but not the whole movie.
Nah.
Like
I'm not going to put it in that category.
She basically just escapes her, the shitty, also oppressed society she's living in.
Yes, for sure.
Like, if you're in that state and Black Phillip comes to you, he's like, does just want to live deliciously or whatever the fuck he says. You say yes, of course.
Yeah.
Why the fuck would I want to stay with these crazy people? You know what I mean?
I guess,
for sure. So, Hard Candy, King Sports Girls, just suggested.
Yes, Hard Candy is fantastic. I remember seeing that movie. If you haven't seen it, I'm not going to spoil it, but that ending, you're just like, Or there's a few scenes in it where you're just, it's so tense, and it's just Ellen Page, and back when she was Ellen Page, or he was Ellen Page, and I forget who the guy is, but it's just them having, you know, this like banter back and forth about. Can I say? I mean,
yeah.
he tricks her, right? He thinks that he's gonna have sex with her, and then she tricks him and like ties him up, and then is just fucking with him the whole time, which is so good.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
for sure. And yeah, I guess now he's Elliot Page. But back then, it's cool that he got to play that role.
Patrick Wilson. Oh my gosh, yes, Patrick Wilson was the. I didn't mean to cut you off.
That was Patrick Wilson.
But yeah, that's wild.
That. You're
that's
right.
crazy because now you look at Patrick Wilson and like if you hadn't seen that movie, like he seems like, you know, he's always like the dad character. He's in the Conjuring movies and like we love him. But then you watch Hard Candy and you're like,
yeah,
gross.
That's funny.
He's gross in Hard Candy.
That's a very good point. I forgot about that. Yeah, he's even like the love interest Raoul in Phantom of the Opera, and he sings very well, and he wears that stupid ponytail. So that's what I remember about that movie.
I like ponytails.
All right, we also got
Gone Girl is one of my favorites. We have that on the list. And
yeah, talk about that one.
That movie, I've only seen it one time, but I hadn't read the book because it's a book, right? It's based off a novel, I believe. I was blown away by that because I was not expecting it at all. And that's such a good, like, again, a husband and wife where the husband's just a scumbag and she plots out this whole thing. And in the end, you're like, what the fuck? And there's such good stuff in that movie.
Yeah.
A lot of cool
the Nine
deaths.
Inch Nails soundtrack.
And that too. I mean, that's soundtracks. You guys know we love soundtracks like that. Elevates all films.
Yeah.
Is a great soundtrack. But yeah, that movie is.
Yeah, that's.
I gotta rewatch that one because I've only seen it one time, but I remember just being blown away by it.
Totally, I'm with you. All right, so Gone Girl's great. We talked about the X trilogy. The Love Witch could be kind of considered that because she also, you know, she's another similar to Pearl and Maxine. She's another very fucked up character.
Yes.
That fucks people up for selfish reasons because she's so messed up. But I just love that movie in general.
Yeah.
Jennifer's Body.
Love Jennifer's Body. We've talked about that before. You guys know.
It falls in so many categories. And I feel like it's not just about good for Jennifer, but it's also good for Needy.
Yes.
Because at the end, she gets her fucking revenge. And we're still waiting on that sequel. Apparently, there's a script for it.
What?
So
I'm so excited about that. I hope that works out.
We shall see. What else we got? We got Teeth.
Teeth. Do you guys know about that movie?
Have you guys seen Teeth? If you haven't seen Teeth, you should watch it. Let us know if you think it's a good for her movie.
This is apparently something that can happen or has happened before.
What do you mean?
Like people have had other things that are growing in different parts of your body that should not be growing there.
Oh, I thought you meant like something happened where like somebody actually had teeth in their vagina.
Oh man! And chopped off
because that would be cool.
Chopped off a penis.
Yeah, that would be.
Chomped off a penis.
Chomped. That's right. Feed me.
No, but I think that's actually something that can happen. Exactly. Audrey 2.
That's what I would do.
My own Audrey 2.
If I was Teeth, feed me Seymour.
Yes, exactly.
All night long. What else we got here on the
You're
list?
Next.
What do you think of that movie?
Is that Ty West?
I believe so.
Okay, Ty West, who directed the X trilogy.
Yeah,
I loved it.
You loved it too?
Yeah, I thought really that's such a fun movie. A girl that knows how to defend herself and starts dating this dude and goes a family visit.
It's Adam Wingard, by the way. Not
Adam Wingard. Yeah,
that's what it is.
But I feel like they're friends or something. They did something together. But yeah, and then stuff starts happening, and she just holds her ground, and she's just awesome.
Yeah, she's and I shout out to Adam Wingard because I love The Guest too, and I know you do as well.
Oh hell yeah, The Guest.
The Guest is another banger soundtrack. Very good stuff. All right, we're going through this list. We are getting out of here soon. A couple of things. Let us know if we've missed any that you want us to talk about. Streamlabs.com/horrorhos. Or also, we do want to play a little game at the end just to like get to know us. You know me, but you don't know April as much.
What are we playing?
So we had talked about the who's most likely to.
Oh.
So if you guys have suggestions on like, you know, out of the two hoes, who's most likely to burn a man in a bear suit, for example, and then we have to decide that, or who's more likely to rage in a subway with a milk carton, right?
Mhm.
All of these are good questions to ask.
Who's more likely to spit on your grave?
Hey, that's another
That's
good
another
for her
movie. Yes.
That's really fucked up, but it is good for her at the
Yes,
end,
yeah.
for sure.
And they also remade that, I think. I
Right.
never saw the remake, but
Me
the
either.
originals.
Me either.
It's good. It's hard.
You're next. The Invisible Man. I am not a huge fan of that movie. I like,
the recent one, right?
Right. But I understand that it falls in the category for sure.
Yeah, I dug it. I thought it was super fun. I like Lee Wannell's stuff, so I dug it.
Yeah, it's good. I
Yeah.
just like people were like, it's amazing, and then I saw it. I was like, it's all right.
Yeah, yeah. It's not
like
like mind blowing or anything, but it's definitely entertaining, and you definitely are like, yeah, go get him, girl.
Totally. Oh yeah. So yeah, it is. It's Adam Wingard, and they said, but T West is in the movie. He actually is in.
That's
You're Next.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right.
So he
you're right,
shows
you're
up
right.
as a character in You're Next.
Thank you, Alan.
Yeah. Yip. All right. Let me just scroll through the chat really quick before I get to Streamlabs. If we missed anything, what is the movie about the girl in the house and there's like an alien and there's very little dialogue? It was on Hulu. She was a beast. That movie's good, Kate. No One Will Save You. Did you see it?
Yeah,
I
saw
liked
it in
it
the
a
theater.
lot.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, it was fun. I really enjoyed
And
that.
I think the lead girl is also named Kate. So thanks, Kate.
No, it's
Cat?
Caitlin Dever.
Caitlin.
So it's close. It's close.
Kate Cat.
Faux show. But JJ Teeth, where people are talking about teeth.
Teeth. That one was. I mean, I saw Teeth, but I thought it was silly.
Yeah, it's just funny to me.
Yeah, it was fun.
It's just funny to me. And then last but not least, we got some people mentioned Alien and Aliens. I mean, good for both. I mean, Sigourney Weaver as Ellen Ripley, and then Linda Hamilton as Sarah Connor are like my two 80s fucking heroes, right?
hell
So
yeah.
I'm always gonna say good for her regardless of what happens in the movies, because those two characters are. It's kind of like Bruce Campbell, like it's just,
exactly. Yeah,
we
Sarah
idolize.
Connor is just like. I remember watching Terminator 2 when I was little. I saw it in theaters, and I was just like, I want to be her. She's such a fucking bad. Like, she wasn't a badass in the first one because her arms are insane in that.
She's fucking badass.
That was like a life goal.
Yeah, for sure. What do you think of
Sarah
Scream?
Connor arms.
I don't know if it falls in good for her.
No, I'm gonna say no on that.
Okay, good. Me too. I'm with you on that. All right. Streamlabs.com/horrorhose. Do we have any questions, comments, concerns?
Jeez.
Nobody tipped us. It's okay. We still like hanging out with you guys. But no tips today. 0 tips on during consumer seasonal depression, which I understand.
Totally.
All right. Should we play the game before we get out of here? Should we just get out of here? What do you guys think? Do you want us to stay a little bit longer?
Sigourney, Alan says Sigourney Weaver in Ghostbusters also kicks ass. She's more serious than the Ghostbusters are. Yes. You know who I also like in Ghostbusters? Who's the...
Mm-hmm.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, the secretary.
Yes.
She's fucking awesome. Yeah.
Gosh, I can't remember her name.
Yeah, totally.
She's in Young Sheldon also.
Of course. She had like a... Are you serious?
Yeah, she's
That's
like the
so
grandma.
Weird that you know that. That's so funny.
I know. I like
Yeah,
yes,
she's...
I like that show.
She had the coolest accent too in Ghostbusters.
Yes, she's got such a unique voice.
And how she answered the phone. It was great. That movie.
And her look was really cool too.
Totally. King Sports Gals wants us to play the game. Well, we gotta get questions from you guys. So streamlabs.com/horrorhose. But we can also come. I do have some questions.
Annie Potts, thank you. Calm down, Rich. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's her name. She's fucking awesome.
She is. You want to ask me something?
Yeah. So I have some written down.
Oh, sweet.
But I will also take.
I forgot that her name was Janine in Ghostbusters. I forgot that we were playing a game, or else I would have thought of something.
We're always
Wait, are we
playing
doing?
games.
Are we doing? Would you rather? What are we? Or who's more likely?
Yeah. Who's more likely
Brit says
before we get out of
game.
here?
Alan said he gave a tip.
Oh, thank you, Alan.
Hi, thanks, Alan.
You want to read it while I look up the thing?
Sure. Dorina has control of this stuff, so. Alan says, "Hey, horror hose."
That's so nice.
Hello,
Thank you, Alan. We
Thanks so
appreciate
much.
You.
Totally.
All right.
Yeah, if you have a question, shoot it.
We are gonna get it out
Are
of here
you?
soon.
Yeah, I think next week we're gonna talk about Christmas movies because
Because there's no like fucking Hanukkah or Kwanzaa horror movies,
I
right?
don't
Just
think so.
Christmas.
So that'll be fun because the new Silent Night Deadly Night's coming out soon, the remake, which that's the original is one of my favorites. So I'm a little iffy on this
Yeah, we gotta
this
watch
remake,
it.
but
We do have to
we'll
watch
see.
it. Okay. So the first question is, who is the bravest out of the two of us to visit a graveyard at night?
Oh man, that's hard. I feel like we both are not wimps. I feel
We
like
would both do it.
yeah, we
Because
would
we
both
love
do
the
it.
graveyard.
Yeah, like I have no problem going to a graveyard, and I know Dorina doesn't either.
We love the cemetery during the day and at night.
Yes,
There is no day now.
like it's so peaceful and it's wonderful. We have a great cemetery here where they do screenings, Hollywood Forever, but you can also go during the day to just go walk around and you can have a little picnic and
Yeah.
usually like we'll go and I like sitting next to Paul Rubens, who is Pee Wee Herman, and just sitting with him and just contemplating life or talking to your friend and having a snack. It's so good.
I agree.
And
I love it
thank
there.
you, King Sports Gal. He likes my earrings.
That's so nice. All right. And then streamlabs.com/horrorhos if you guys want to play the game before we get out of here if you want. Or did we miss good for her horror movies? I'm sure we did. So
I'm
let us
sure,
know we
yeah.
did. But thank you, Alan, for donating. Okay. Who is the mad scientist that would create a modern day Frankenstein? Because you would never? Is that why you immediately pointed at me?
I just think you would. No?
I feel like the only
I don't need to
reason
create
I
more
would create
peoples.
life is to destroy life that needs to not be here, like billionaires.
Yes.
Like if I created a Frankenstein that was like a blade, but instead of vampires, it was to go after like David Zaslav and Ted Sarandos.
That
Which, by the
would
way,
be
like we were, I know we're playing the game, but fuck monopolies, man. I know you guys are huge movie fans like us, and we're watching the stupid news that Netflix might acquire Warner Brothers. They're gonna spend time on this deal, and April and I were annoyed talking about it because we love Warner Brothers things, and we grew up. We liked it. We grew up probably liking it more even than Disney
Absolutely.
when we
yeah.
were kids. We like a lot of Disney stuff when we were kids, but Warner Brothers has been the shit for us.
Yep.
And it's been so annoying to watch Zaslav completely demolish so much of it already and make it more difficult to watch movies that we want to watch and to get physical media from all of our beloved Warner Brothers movies. And so now seeing it acquired by one of the least shitty billionaires, right? Like we're like, oh, we're happy it didn't go to the Ellisons so far, right? We don't know what's gonna happen, but it would have been worse if it went to Paramount, but it's still shitty. Like Ted Sarandos still sucks and isn't a person that's encouraging people to go to theaters. He's a person that's encouraging people to casually view art, while they're on their phones and all this bullshit.
Which is so gross.
It's really annoying.
It just takes away again from connecting with something that is made for people. And I mean, also that's going to decline too, the quality of things that are getting put out there, because keep in mind, people aren't even going to be paying attention because they're going to be on their phones and whatnot. We got to stop that. We can't let this happen. We cannot lose our theaters, guys. It's such a bummer to me and to us and to all of you guys, I'm sure, to think of that and think of a world where we might not have theaters or original content at all, because we're all getting dumbed down by
So the whole point of this is as the billionaires continue to literally consolidate their power and be the bitches of government censorship and all this stuff, it's really important to support independent filmmaking, independent artists, independent musicians. Like that's where I try to put my money in. I don't even have Netflix. like I try to put my money in the smaller things like Shudder, right? Or I also buy a lot of physical media. I try to support my local video stores like Vidiots that have, when they have the Blu-ray or DVD sales and things like that, right? Like I just try to support stuff that's not Disney Plus and all that bullshit. So that's kind of the way we can help all this fucking monopoly mess.
Yeah, you should definitely start buying your Warner Brothers DVD, Blu-rays, and stuff because who knows if you'll be able to get them.
Yeah.
If
And
this
try to
goes
buy them
through.
locally as opposed to,
Right, Amazon or whatever.
yeah. and, like buying shit from Amazon does not help the cause.
No.
It's very stupid that people keep using Amazon.
Yeah, Mike said if it goes through, we might not get Gremlins 3. Oof.
Which,
I feel torn about Gremlins
Yeah.
3, but
yeah.
it is nice that Chris Columbus is coming back to do it.
I love Brennan's comment. He says, I'd say that the two of you count as good for you type ladies.
Oh, thank you.
April would make her perfect man, and it would turn out to be a monster if you made a Frankenstein.
Yeah, totally.
You would just make Jacob Elordi as literally.
Yeah, I think someone mentioned Jacob Elordi.
Oh, you would just make him as
Sam
the
did.
Bernie Wrightson Frankenstein that he is.
Jacob Elordi and Frankenstein. Yeah,
Totally.
totally.
That's funny. He is tall,
That's
and April likes tall men. So that's funny. All right, we're going to get out of here soon. I'll ask a couple more questions, but streamlabs.com/horrorhost before we get out of here.
Yay, yeah.
Let's see what else is in the chat. King Sportscast said, I don't have Netflix either, so my mom could use it. She passed 7 years ago, and I canceled it. Oh, King Sportscal. Sending you a hug, mijo. And then Sam says, Warner Brothers has always been the gritty studio alternative, especially in the golden age of Hollywood with the musical genre compared to MGM mergers suck, but Netflix is the better option of bad options. It's kind of what I said, Sam, for sure. Like, it's not the better option, but it's like, it's the least shitty of the billionaires, right? It's like you're selling to Ellison versus Sarandos. We'd rather go to Sarandos, but he still sucks, right? So it's like it's not good either way.
Yeah.
But it's just less worse, if that makes sense, because Ellison, his one goal is to literally consolidate power and help the fascists in power continue censoring, right? That's why they're trying to acquire TikTok. I don't even know what the latest is with that.
Yeah, I don't either.
But that's why they're trying to control all our media, so they can control the populist way of thinking. So independent media is what we got support.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that. Anything else in the chat, Mija? Well, I look for the questions.
Let me see. I'm awful at reading these because my eyesight's going, guys. It's going.
It's going so bad. Me too.
Yeah.
All right, April.
Yes.
Chat. Hey, chat. Who's bravest enough to spend a night by themselves in a haunted house?
I feel like these are hard because I feel like we both would do it. I've kind of wanted to do something like that.
Me too.
Like stay at.
I don't know. By myself would be a little scary though.
Of course, yeah.
Like if it was the two of us, it would be an immediate yes.
Yes.
But if it was by ourselves, I think you'd be braver than me.
I kind of want to do it. Like I kind of want to test myself and see if I can do it.
Because this bitch used to watch The Exorcist as a child by herself at night. So I think she's a little bit braver than me when it comes to that.
Yeah. So maybe me, I guess, but I feel like we both would.
Who's most likely to die first during a zombie apocalypse?
Oh.
For sure me. And that's just because April's in better shape. Like April works out every day.
That's whenever I work out, if I post stuff, like I'll always say zombie apocalypse training.
Yeah, for sure. How much can you deadlift now?
245 pounds, which is not.
That's
a lot, but
that's crazy. Like, that's
a lot.
That's a lot.
You know what? It is a lot.
It's a lot.
It is a lot.
It's a lot. All right.
I also carry a bat in my car, and my gas tank is always full. So I'm ready for the zombie apocalypse.
Oh, that's so funny. All right. Who is most like? Oh, this one we kind of already said. Who's most likely to star in a horror flick? I would also say April, because I don't know if you've ever found April's old TikTok, because she doesn't use it anymore. But if you find it, she's fucking awesome. Like she can do a mean Lucille Ball. Like you do really good impressions. You can do a mean like Harley Quinn. Like all of the people.
Thanks.
You would for sure star in a horror flick first.
Thank you.
I would score it.
I would again, let's put it out there. Damien Leone. Or Leone, however you say his last name. We're going to be in Terrifier 4, right? Your horror hose.
Let's see what the chat's
Death
saying
by
before we
Art.
get out of here.
Alan said he can definitely spend the night in the Overlook Hotel because I don't shine, so I wouldn't see any ghosts.
That's funny.
Aw, King Sports Gal says Sarah Connor equals April. Yes.
Totally. I'm Ellen Ripley and April is Sarah
That
Connor.
perfect. Yeah.
For sure.
There we go.
Leonard says Dorina purely because Dorina would be over it and just not want to deal with that shit. The zombie apocalypse. Oh, for sure. I'd be like, it's fine, man. Peace out. Like,
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm tired. Mike says your workout videos are definitely impressive.
Thank you, Mike.
Okay, and then you're right, King Sports Guy. I might not want to meet the Hollywood Machine's demands. Look, if they pay me, here's the thing: I don't give my money to like Spotify and Amazon and all of the things. I think I order from Amazon once or twice a year when I can't find it anywhere else, like whether it's online or a small business. But I don't give my money to like Spotify and those shitty places. I would take their money though. Like, if they pay me, if they give me money, I'm not going to not take it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's different, like, you know, where I put my money versus where I take it from. Because most of the money we make comes from fucking Wall Street. So it's all terrible shit. But anyways. All right, a couple more before we get out of here.
I'm going to start calling money numbers. Because that's all it is.
Well, it's fake.
You need numbers?
The economy is fake.
So stupid.
All right. Who is most likely to have the best Halloween decor? Probably Ape. Well, I did you ever go to my Halloween parties?
No, I never did.
We weren't friends then, but it was like ages ago. I have pretty good decor.
I would say Dorina. She has a pretty extensive, awesome collection of stuff.
At least I used to. But
you still have tons of stuff. She's got like the Halloween 3 masks, and she's got this cute little gizmo.
I do. Who's the most excited when Halloween stores pop up? I would say April.
Me.
You fucking love
I love them. Anything. Yeah, I love.
You're not even a consumer, but you love shopping for little Halloween trinkets.
Yes.
For sure.
Anything. And we're really lucky here. There's a city called Burbank that really embraces all the spooky stuff. So there's a lot of stores that are there that are just year round. So I get my fix throughout the whole year if I want to.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Would you be the villain or the final girl? ¿Por qué no los dos?
Yeah, I think I'd be both. I'd be like a Maxine.
Yeah,
I
could see you. At first, I saw you as Pearl, but I think you're a lot more Maxine for sure. I feel more like in between Grace from Ready or Not and then the Joker.
Oh, for sure. Yes, so nailed it. Yeah,
those are my two.
I agree.
Yin and yang, the duality.
Yes.
So, anyways, kids, we're getting out of here. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks to Alan today. Alan Smithy, shout out to you. He was our sole Streams Labber, and we appreciate you, Alan. We know it is tough times during the holiday, and capitalism has taken all our money. So we appreciate whatever you can give. Thank you so much. And we're going to be back next week with holiday movies. And then, And then best of the year.
Best of the year will be the 19th. And then that's it for December.
Yes. And then I have not streamed on YouTube without April this year, except for when Roberta Flack passed away. I did I was doing those little artist kind of, I love this artist music, and I would talk about it and play a little bit of snippets because you can't play a whole fucking song on YouTube. That's why I have a show on Mixcloud that you can watch every Tuesday. But I am going to be back towards the end of the year to do best soundtracks of the year. So if you want to get nerdy with me, I'm going to talk about Sinners. I'm going to talk about Materialist, of course, Tron Ares, because 9 Inch Nails. So I'm just going to show you my favorite soundtracks of the year. And I'm also, I did progressive rock on Mixcloud this week, but next week I'm doing down tempo. And the week after that, I'm doing a fucking marathon on Mixcloud that y'all should join for. I'm literally doing best of the year, like all over the place, not soundtracks. And I'm going to keep playing until y'all stop donating and tipping. So I'm just going to play. It could be 2 hours. It could be 4 hours. And I have a playlist that is like 6 hours long of amazing music that I like from this year. Yes. Like, that's how many fucking songs
I hope it goes 6 hours plus.
Well, I'll take pee breaks. But yeah, so that's the plan for the marathon if you want to join me of Mixcloud. If you haven't, it's basically the same as YouTube. It's a really fun live chat and it's free. You can, you just have, if you want to comment on the live chat, you just have to actually like get a little what's it called, a subscriber or login info, but you don't need to pay anything to hang out with us. And it's more fun because YouTube doesn't because YouTube demonetizes and Mixcloud doesn't. You can play all of the music on Mixcloud. So as Mike said, the progressive rock episode was incredible. I think so too. I played so much good music. You guys had great requests. We had a lot of fun over there. So join me on Mixcloud because YouTube is shitty to smaller creators. It's a shame, but you should join me there too. Where can the people find you, April?
You can find me on Instagram at DRHQ, Dr. Harleen Quinzel. And I guess that's also on TikTok if you want to go over there. But
I was going to say, really are you going to revive your TikTok?
Maybe.
I think you should. I think you're very good at it. Just treat it like Vine. I know you used to love Vine.
I love Vine, and I think Vine is coming back, which I'm very excited about.
That's right.
I'll go back to Vine.
Yeah, it's all cyclical. As the billionaires steal all our other shit, we'll just go elsewhere. So that's what's happening. What else is happening? I think that's it. Yeah. You guys are awesome. Thanks for hanging out.
Fuck yeah.
And as in the words of ranty Christian Bale, oh, good for her.
Good for her.
Have a lovely weekend.
Bye, guys. Thank you.